CNM sports fans, we just got done watching the hour-long CBS airing of Fight Camp 360, Pacquiao vs. Mosley, Episode 3. This was the last episode before the day of the fight. As such, it was important that Showtime and CBS really got this show right and piqued the public's interest in the fighters and the fight. They succeeded. This show had a little bit of everything. It showed Pacquiao in Baguio City, the Philippines, and followed as he said goodbye to his wife Jinky and his children and came to Los Angeles and Freddie Roach's Wild Card Gym to make his final preparations for the May 7, 2011 showdown against Sugar Shane Mosley. For his part, Mosley was primarily shown in the mountains of Big Bear, California, where the former multiple division world champion is in training for the Pacquiao bout. There was an exception when Mosley attended an LA photo shoot for his model girlfriend, Bella Gonzalez. We also learned that Bella's father used to box. And if you're into models, there was also footage of the Miss Knockout contest that took place in Las Vegas, where the fight will be held. 3 attractive young women were selected to serve as ring girls for the upcoming fight. The most compelling part of this show, however, in my own opinion, was how they looked at the past of each fighter. Shane Mosley's father and former trainer Jack was shown talking about Shane's amateur career. We learned that Sugar Shane Robinson, one of the greatest fighters in boxing history and the namesake for Mosley's own nickname, used to attend Shane's boxing shows. We saw pictures of Shane as a child fighting in the amateurs and learned about how he took it so hard when he first lost as an amateur. On the Pacquiao side, the fighter's incredible rags-to-riches story was recounted, with footage of the young Pac and those who called and covered his early fights talking about his rise to stardom. It was recounted how hard Pacquiao worked in a tough Philippines gym to build that boxing foundation which has carried him to where he is today. These segments alone made the entire program worth watching. But what I found to be the most poignant part of the entire show was the attention paid to the story of Pacquiao's lifelong friend and assistant trainer, Buboy Fernandez. We'll include a link in the video description below about Buboy and his relationship with Pacquiao, so you can get more of the background on that bond. Buboy told the Showtime cameras that Pacquiao, his childhood friend, basically helped him pull his life together when Pacquiao was 17 years old and Buboy was 21 years old. Buboy said that he was wandering around with dirty clothes on his back and with no direction in his life, and Pacquiao basically asked him what was going on. Pacquiao told him to clean himself up and that Pacquiao would help Buboy to learn to become a boxing trainer. The rest, as they say, is history. But the Buboy story both shows the reality of Pacquiao's tough upbringing in the Philippines and shows why so many people are drawn to the man. He has a generous, caring spirit and is inclusive. Rather than try to shut people out or assume a celebrity pose, Pacquiao comes off as genuine, down-to-earth, and humble, always remembering of where he came from. Many have criticized this 360 series as lacking a villain or needing more energy. I could not disagree more. Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao are very compelling figures, and that was never clearer than in tonight's Episode 3. If you're looking for criminals or studio gangsters, they're not your guys. But if you are looking for good-hearted, hard-working, and Hall of Fame-level champions, these two are for you. Pacquiao has, bar none, not only one of the greatest backstories in sports, but one of the best stories you will find anywhere. His is a script that Hollywood would not be able to create, even had it tried. At the end of the program, previewing next week's final 360 episode, it was announced that Dr. Dre will make the world debut of his new song, Die Hard, on Episode 4 of this series. The song features Eminem. The final episode of Fight Camp 360, Pacquiao vs. Mosley, will air next weekend. It can be seen on Friday, May 6th on Showtime at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and Pacific Time. The episode will then be replayed on CBS the day of the fight, Saturday, May 7th, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. If you missed Episode 3, the ShoSports YouTube channel will almost certainly post the entire episode in the next few days. We'll put a link to their YouTube channel in the video description. For Conservative New Media, this is Paul F. Villarreal.